Well, welcome back to Just Four Friends Trying to Figure Out HR, the podcast where we say the quiet part professionally loud. Today's episode is called Hello, Fellow Kids, because bosses trying to be cool. Nothing humbles you faster than a VP saying that's very slay of you in a town hall.
Ugh.
Does that ever make y'all cringe? Look, I already saw Big Llama go, Jake's over going, which y'all know how I feel about those, those whole, let me lean in, the stuff that makes me angry. The whole, let's circle back or
move the needle.
Yeah, that's it. I was trying to find out the one it was, but let's move the needle. What needle are you talking about?
Right.
I'll move the needle right there in your arm and make sure that you just go to night. That'd be great. But that's neither here nor there.
Listen, we should rename the episode "Desperation" because that is what bosses are doing by trying to be cool. Like that's like I got a bad survey that says I don't connect with my people, so the following week you come back and be like, "Yo, what up, kids? This is bussin'." You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying, bro, dude? What's up, yo? Like you you slipping out of accents. You just trying everything.
Word up, homie.
I feel like we should start off gentle. Why are they like that? I feel like Llama just made a good point. Like they're scared. Like you just got a bad survey and now you've got to make it right. Kind of like in HR when you like beef with an employee and then you're like, you know what I'm going to do? Well, I don't know if you guys do this or if anybody else does this, but I do this. When I have an unpleasant interaction with someone, I let it cool down for like a week. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to win you over. And we are going to be friendly again. And you're going to say hi to me because you want to. Not because you're scared of me. It's because you want to.
Maybe there's a misunderstanding. You're trying to build that relationship, just like every HR business partner is supposed to do.
Well, I also think it's like an age thing.
Totally.
You guys had like bosses that are older than you, and then you transition to a boss that's younger than you. That's a mind fuck.
Which is pretty standard where I'm at right now because most of mine are. But I don't have to do the whole, man, that's slays. That's bussin', brah. Like 6, 7.
No.
I don't have to do any of that. I don't have to do any of it. Which
you're trying to resurrect 6, 7. You're not doing that here. You're not trying
Big Llama, give me 5. Down low.
Gotcha. Oh, here we go.
Down low. In heaven. 6, 7.
Oh, Jesus. Why did I fall for this shit? Like we just wasted 30 seconds of people's time.
I thought you were gonna go with the down low, too slow, because that's what we used to do.
That says our age right there. That talks about how old we are right there, because we used to be like, too slow.
Well, as the elder statesman here, I am too old to say things like slay and no cap.
Oh. And wait, my favorite period.
Ooh, period. Pookie.
Pokey gets me. Like even now, I'm like, no, bro.
Pokey's back from our age.
They're bringing it back
with other people, but I can do it like with my peers, and even at that, some peers, not all of them. But I have been known to be like, period, Pookie, like, but to my peers.
I used to wonder where Toodaloo came from, but then I saw the TikToks on that, and like Toodaloo, and I'm like, oh, that's what she got it from. But
I was lost for a while. I thought Mel had come up with it.
No, I got it. I actually got it from The Hangover. What was his name? Is Dr. Chow? Toodaloo, motherfucker. As he's rolling.
You're talking about from Hangover.
From The Hangover, yeah.
Chow,
yeah,
Chow.
Dr. Chow.
Dr. Chow.
Well, he is a doctor in real life.
I got light gray, medium, dark gray.
Man.
Reel it back.
Right. So, but listen. So, okay. So there's I've got, not me, but in general, let's just say I am supervising younger employees, right, who have a complete different, language now. And then here I am, old man boss, and I'm like, what's the sigma? How's my aura? How's my fit? Right. Like I'm just saying, like, I don't even know how I used it in the sentence just now, but I sound stupid. I sound really bad. And I think that's what I want leaders and HR people who are listening is like, you don't have to be the cool guy all the time. Just be normal. But if you don't understand something, just like figure it out. I don't know what to tell you, but like you sound like an asshole. You sound really bad.
If you think about it, there's a version of that person trying to be young that existed during our younger age.
Man, you're pulling this whole
the ones that at you. No. It's just same concept, but they try to live everything as far as the Leos are in retrograde right now, which I get it. There's a lot of people that are very holistic, and I'm okay with that. But if you think about our time, you don't make decisions based on how the planets are aligned or who's a Libra and what zodiac sign we live by. We don't make HR decisions that way, and you don't walk around the office talking like that. So if you take that person who is that person when we were in our 20s, and now you're putting it with a younger generation trying to use this new terminology, there's really no difference other than just generation.
So as my team would say, clock it.
Jesus, listen. I say this with love,
much love and positive intent.
Positive intent. You make every phrase cringe. I'm like,
it makes no sense.
Every single one. I'm like,
like I was okay with the phrase, and then he takes it, and I go, never again am I saying that.
Because look. Gosh, what were some of the words we said when we were younger, like in the 90s? Bomb.com. Bomb diggity. Yeah. Cool. That was something before us, but we still use it because it was still cool.
Bitchin'. You really wanted to be a rebel.
Do what?
If you really wanted to be a rebel, you'd say bitchin'.
See?
Yeah.
Now those are classics. Bitchin' is always going to be awesome because, man, that shit's bitchin' right there. Or in this case, that's fire.
Exactly what Llama just said.
I'm telling you.
Hey, this is not the pony hour, okay? You're not here to trot me off, okay? We can't make fun of me the whole time.
No. Sorry.
But let's go back to this. Y'all seen all these TikTok videos. You've seen all these LinkedIn memes. My favorite still to this day is the little girl where she's turned this way and the house behind her is like on fire because of her. You remember that meme? Where the little girl standing over here like,
I love that.
Like creepy as all get out. That's what a lot of I think I won't say older generations, and I can't say younger generations either. So when we see crap just burning down, we're just like, well, ain't nothing we can do about it.
I looked the other way. I did not cause that.
Right.
And that, as Mama Mel would say, toodaloo, motherfucker. Like, walk out the damn building.
She edits herself before she walks out of the building. Then
I make sure I have a job.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
How do we feel about...
Not really.
Sorry, go Jake.
No, I was gonna say they took the fire dumpster meme and made it into an HR meme because we're the fire dumpster response team.
Yeah, that's true.
I remember that. So let's talk about TikTok. And so we had a director who discovered TikTok during. For those who know what this is, because this hasn't been that long, but y'all know what lockdown is, or COVID, if you want to, COVID-19. That was what we considered lockdown. For you young folks who are watching this 20 years from now, y'all be like, what is that?
You think 14-year-olds are listening to us?
Yes.
Poor 14-year-old stumbled upon this because we said Riz one time or something.
It's on his algorithm now.
I got to Riz up, baby.
Anyway, go ahead. The lockdown. Sorry.
So the director, he starts the meetings with, so what's the tea this week?
Stop it.
Which is totally irony, because if you look at the bottom, my little saying here at the bottom, I'm here for the tea. Just saying, it's here. So
I can do it with some leaders. I can do it with some, but I cannot do it with. And I hate to say this, but it's the truth. It's a generational thing.
Yeah.
If you are close to my age range, I'm going to reference every TikTok in the world because I assume that you are going to know exactly what I'm talking about. And for the most part, people catch on, right? Like if I call any one of you and I'm like, hey, what the hell? Like you guys are going to be like,
what the hell?
I don't know. You just looked at me like, yeah, Llama gets it. Dr. Green, I don't know that you get it. Jake, you have teenage kids. I'm going to assume that you get it.
But if they said that, we'd have issues, but I get it.
Look, Big Llama's got Barney tapes behind him. He's got them all. He has. Oh, I'm sorry, Bluey, not Barney.
The attacks.
Listen, get it straight. I said the Wiggles.
Personal, Llama.
Oh, that's right, the Wiggles.
Yeah, I'm taking it.
Y'all do need to separately. Y'all need to talk to me at the end of the show. We got to talk about some cool stuff that's happening.
Gotcha.
So, anyways,
but let me ask you this. Let me.
Go
So how do you course correct a leader? Like, how do you do that? Like, so for example, you watch them crash and burn in the meeting and do the introduction, right? And they come out. They come out the introduction and they're hitting everything, like yacht and Sigma and all that good stuff. And you're like, what did you do? And do you realize that you have now sexually harassed everyone in this room from some of the things you said because you didn't realize what you said?
No context. They don't understand.
Right. Well, okay. So the classic example is The Office. Michael Scott. There's a Michael Scott in every single workplace. And the reason that the show resonates and that it has longevity is because there are still Michael Scotts out there. They're just different ages and different. But that's tough because, like, I feel like they're trying very hard, but I don't know. It comes off very, very creepy and sometimes very silly. And even I've tried that, like not in a workplace, but like. Okay, so in my other shows that I do, I've got obviously younger guys that I'm working with, and they'll say things, and I'm like, yeah, and I have no idea what they said. And then we were talking cartoon characters or something, and I mispronounced something. When I tell you I got roasted for 25 minutes straight, it was so embarrassing. I get to this day I get pictures sent to my email. I mean my text of the cartoon character that I mispronounced. Like, what's his name? That type of thing. So,
like
I don't know. It's just no. I'm not saying the name.
I'm curious now. Who is it?
I'm not saying it because I still don't even have confidence in how to say it. So,
what does it look like? Then I can pronounce it for you.
It's one of the anime guys. It's from I don't know. I'm not saying it. That's it.
Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta, Goku.
See, you know how to say those things. You don't want to hear me say Vegeta the way I thought it was.
Okay.
Sorry.
I have a theory. Why bosses pretend to be cool, or they want to be cool, or they use slang without really understanding. I think it's because power or sitting in a position with some type of authority is awkward, and they don't want to be the villain. Nobody wants to be the bad guy. Nobody wants to be the bad guy. Number one, right? And number two, think about, like, you guys know how I work, and you know how I am at work. I'm all about morale. I'm all about, listen, we already spend enough time together in this hostage situation that we call work. I want to have a good time here. Like, I want to laugh. I want to joke. I know that our jobs are very serious, and we're going to do what we need to do, and we're going to be productive and that whatnot. But why we can totally laugh through it. We can certainly have a good time. So I think they want to be liked. They don't want to just be obeyed, or they don't want to just give directions. Because when you, like, become the boss, people stop being honest with you. Think about it. If you've ever had a peer that gets promoted, it's weird. You can't like, if not one of you guys, that's for example, but if one of my peers was promoted, and I'm usually someone that jokes around with them, somebody said earlier, like, how do you course correct your boss? How do you tell them, right, that, like, they're not using sign? I wouldn't. If we're on a Teams call, I'm not going to course correct them, but maybe what I would have done is maybe, like, pinged one of you guys on the side and been like, what the
heck? Did you hear that shit he just said? Yes, I did, girl.
Helly, right? But if that happens and the person that you joke with, or the person that you get along with the most, gets promoted, it's weird. It becomes weird.
You have to have that, and this is the part where I absolutely agree with what you're saying, because where I'm at now, it's very hard and awkward. Now everybody knows that I'm the goofy guy. I'm the, but everybody knows that I also have there's a time and a place for everything. They know that about me 1000%. But they've also seen a shift of me to where I used to wear maybe a polo with some jeans at work, and then now I wear suits.
Damn.
Like I elevated.
Blow up.
Yeah, there you go.
Did I use that right, kids listening?
You did. It was a glow up. That's right. You did good. Good stuff. So, but it was so awkward because I used to be their peers. Now I'm their boss. But over time, they have caught and understood that I have a ton of knowledge that they're learning from me. And so it really still is a hard balance on, but also I now have a barrier between me and them, so that when the hammer needs to come down, I look to my left, I go to my hammer and say, let it drop. When it's time for me to be me and goofy and the happy-go-lucky guy that I am, I get to be that without having to worry about this. So depends on how big the organization is. Do you have someone who's your number two? Like those kinds of things. And so, but it is still awkward. It is still. And then I told this to my wife the other night, and I said, well, they laughed at my joke. It was really funny. And then she goes with, but you're the boss. They're obligated to laugh at your jokes. And I was like,
oh,
you control my livelihood and my pay increases in your hand. You're the most hilarious person that I
know. I saw that on TikTok too. They were like, it's end of the year and you control my money. So they, like, the person sells a joke and then they just shrug their shoulders behind them. Like,
oh my God, I've seen those all over. They're just shrugging their shoulders.
But absolutely. Listen, there is an artistry to the level of kiss ass that we have to do when you're the boss. Like, yeah, you don't say funny things, but damn it, it's funny. It's funny in the room. Oh God, that's funny as hell.
That's
Oh
a
shit.
knee slapper.
Oh my God, that was great. That's Richard Pryor over here. This is great. Oh,
I'm over here genuinely thinking I'm funny, and then
no, I've said some
I don't
dumb
like
shit.
y'all.
I have said some dumb shit as a supervisor or manager or whatever, and I got a laugh, and I use that same dumb shit at home, and my wife looks at me like, "The fuck is wrong with you? You said that? You said that out loud?" You're like, I got to laugh. People were eating it up.
But it is true. Yes, there's a balance. There's artistry to all of it, especially when you come into kissing. Everybody kisses someone's ass, whether you want to admit it or not.
Intentional or not, right?
Intentional or not, because just as, I have my boss, we have the CEO, we kiss the CEO's ass. Well, the CEO kissed the IRS's ass, or the senators or the congressman's ass. You know what I mean? Someone's kissing up someone. Just because you have owned the business doesn't mean that you're not kissing someone's ass, because you always will.
And and let me say this. Let me clarify. I don't want people to think it's like you're kissing up or kissing ass like oh my God, it's just a natural reaction to someone who has an authority over you and controls money and things like that. It's not that you are intentionally trying to be over the top. There are some people who are like that. Like, they're like, "Oh, Johnny, you're amazing. You are an amazing manager. I just love you so much. Like, I love working for you." Like, no. I mean, it's just some natural things that you get nervous. It's almost like, I think it's almost like human reaction that you would laugh a little harder at their joke, or because you want to make them feel good about the interaction you're having with them, right? And sometimes it just comes off as like you're kissing their ass or whatever. But again, I don't know. That's what I said, intentional or unintentional. I think it's just a natural thing. Like I still get like nervous, even though my bosses are really, really awesome. I still get a little nervous, a little giddy around them, and I laugh a little harder. Maybe the joke isn't that funny, but it's just like, hey, they're the boss, and I want to make them feel good about this transaction. Also,
I think they don't realize that we can tell. In some situations, we can tell it's fake.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But also, that side note, I'm sure they think that us reacting to them is fake too. But like, nothing screams not cool like happy Friday guys, when you just denied my PTO day.
Right.
Of course I'm gonna be like, hey, happy Friday. Yeah,
motherfucker.
Happy Friday. Oh.
And I'm gonna mumble some shit into my rhythm.
Like, it ain't happy, motherfucker, because I'm still here.
So I think power makes people weird.
It does.
It really does. Absolutely. And y'all heard me when I first took the position I'm in. Was very weird. I kept saying it was weird. I kept saying it was just different, because I still act exactly the same that I was the first time. That didn't change. The only thing that changed was the knowledge that I get to impart or give, or decisions that I have to make. And where now everything falls on me versus falling on them.
Yeah, but I will say this. I just, from my own experience, my leadership like position and like how I interact does change based on the title. I'll be honest.
Oh God, yes.
If I'm a middle manager, like just kind of, I'll take care of my team, and I'm going to be a top-notch employee, but like there's a level of how casual I will be in that role, versus a director or senior director or something like that, where I would be a little bit more forceful and just be like a little less taking the shit, like I'm just be like, yo, we gotta get this done. Like, let's go, move here, move there. I'm a little more direct at that point, only because the people that work for me, I expect a different level of leadership from them. So it does adjust. I will definitely say that, but in both in what you're wearing and how you interact, I think.
Absolutely. That's why I said when I got where I'm at, what I did normally has now flipped to where I wear suits, button, all that stuff, iron everything. wear the shoes. Now there's still moments where I wear tennis shoes because I'm running all over the place and I just don't want to have massive blisters. So I wear tennis shoes to run in a suit. But yeah.
So can I say? Oh, go ahead.
No, go.
I was just gonna say something about you in a suit. Okay, and I'm again. This podcast helps. No, this podcast helps me get through my issues. So I thought guys in suits wearing sneakers were douchey. I thought that.
It's a little douchey. It's a little douchey.
It's a little douchey.
It screams, I'm trying to be cool.
Right. No, and hear me out. This is not shit on Dr. Green. I am totally doing a confession here. I thought it was douchey until I tried it, and now I feel like I'm looking good, looking cool with my sneakers, but I don't look in the mirror that often, right? At least not like the full outfit. And the other day I was like, look at this douchebag, and I'm looking at myself. So I'm just admitting it. I tried. I still have the sneakery looking shoe, but I always thought that was very like, oh no, I would never do that. And then all of a sudden I'm trying it and I'm like, yeah, it's cool until I actually see myself in the mirror. So,
but you can appreciate. I mean, if you're gonna wear sneakers with your suits, give me some J's. Give me some like.
See? Ain't too bad.
No.
Oh, hold on. You're wearing.
Put those away. Put them away and never wear them with the suit. You got some purple and yellow sneakers. What color?
They're LSU colors, weirdo.
What? I know they're LSU colors. I can say I like them. What color of suit are you wearing with this?
Blue.
With this,
Dark blue.
Sir.
Stop it.
Emily, come get your mans, girl.
Or I'll wear gray. Gray and blue.
Sometimes
khakis with a blue blazer and a white button-down shirt. So it works out.
Get some J's.
Yeah.
What are J's? Jordans?
Oh. Again, boss trying to sound cool. What are J's?
I don't know. That's why I asked.
It's giving. You're the topic of our conversation tonight.
Oh God.
That's all right. You know what? Because speaking of your dress, I know that's our next segment. Talking about how hoodies and other types of things. I think I've reached my golfing pro phase of wardrobe. Like I look like I'm about to go out on the links, like step out of the office, go straight to the driving range. I'm there. That's been my outfits now for the last year and a half, and I'm like, this is me now. I am a golfer. I don't know. A golfer in hoodies.
What is your fashion inspiration when you guys go to the office? Because we're HR, we have to look presentable. Like, what is your fashion inspiration? If you had to label your fashion, what would you call it?
Ooh.
Like, are you talking about like a typical name like business casual? Is that what you're trying to, what are you asking for?
Sure. Okay, I'll give you mine.
Okay.
Mine screams old money Shein.
Old Shein?
Yeah.
Like the company that you order this Temu looking junk from?
Oh, sir, take that back right now with your purple and yellow sneakers. And
hey, look, payback's a bitch, girl. Payback's a bitch.
You're not. You are not commenting on fashion with those shoes. Mr. What are J's? Oh, sir, sit down.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Well, listen, Shein is a good option. Like that, I will say that as a guy, I don't buy Shein for work. I buy Shein for my cruises. If I go on a cruise, I'm Sheined out top to bottom.
That's
right.
Outfits for the whole week. Down, flowery powder looking stuff.
No. I have shirts and shorts that match pattern for pattern with the socks, the whole thing. I am a tourist when I go out on vacation.
I love this. So I love this for you.
So when I hear Shein, I'm like,
so proud of you right now.
You know what I've learned too? Like going on vacation, you just gotta live it up. You gotta dress up the way you want to, drink what you need to
Nobody
drink,
knows
and
you
just
out
go.
there. Yeah.
Right, exactly. And I still have not gotten myself drunk enough to do the karaoke on a cruise, but I will. I'm working my way up to that. But no, I hear you. I mean, I'm a golf again, I'm a golfer right now, a golf pro. That's my outfit. But I will say, for those of you on a budget, all my outfits are thrifted. I'm not buying designer anything anymore. I don't go to the store and buy. I go to thrift stores. I find a good pair of pants. I find some nice shirts, and that's where I think because I live in the golf capital of the world. That's what I find in the thrift stores lately. But
what is that one brand? Callaway or what is it? What's that one?
Oh, Callaway's one of them for sure.
Is that Gucci, Banana Republic, something like that?
For golf?
For clothes, like fashion.
Stop. You're not helping your situation. God, that's like someone trying to talk about cars. Like my husband's talking about. I asked him one time, "What do you drive?" He's like, "Oh, I drive a V4." I said, "Shut up."
Oh, what?
Shut up. You're using. Look, quit trying to be cool, Dr. Green. You're not cool when it comes to clothes. Okay, you're not. We know
I was legit asking. He said,
"Just
fashion,
a minute."
like name
know
brand.
Your wife shops for
Gucci?
both of her boys. Your wife shops for both of her boys. It's okay.
Oh shit!
Please, you wish. I will tell you where I shop. I shop at JCPenney because they have the blazer and the pants and the shirt.
You would with your LSU. Mm-hmm.
Why are you always hating? Look, I got $300 worth of suits for $100. So look, we ain't even gonna try. Nope, that was right there.
I think I've said on the show the new hack is Amazon. Amazon's got a full 3-piece suit.
They do.
But and it fits great for like $50 for the whole outfit.
I'm scared to touch
the jacket. I'm telling you, my son bought it for his prom, and I was like, I was a little bit suspicious of this, right? And it came in this vacuum seal package. We took it out, washed it. Looks like $1 million. Just saying.
So Amazon, everybody.
Okay, well we know we're not taking fashion tips from
hey
one of us on this show.
No.
So
I feel harassed.
You know what I was gonna say earlier is the irony of the cool boss. I think it's because we can all think of that one boss that we're like, everybody's scared of you. That's why we laugh at your jokes.
Yes, there's always that one.
Yeah. There's always that one.
I will tell you, they try to be. There's always those bosses that try to be so relatable. It's so cringy. It's almost sexual harassment or assault almost.
God, who you been hanging out with? Jeez.
I'm just saying, like, we all know there's that boss, that the guy boss that tries to be super hip with the females and doesn't realize he's still a guy. Or the female boss that tries to be super cool with the guys, but then it's giving off single vibes when you're married.
Vibes.
Yeah. Or the bosses that try to relate to their LGBT community employees, and it's like, stop it.
Oh Lord.
When the boss comes out, he's like, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, I don't know if I want to touch on my personal experience, but if you're not a part of the LGBT community, don't try to vibe with it. Be cool with it. Don't try to vibe with it. There's a difference between being cool with it and vibing with it.
Yeah.
And that's not just any member of a protected class, race included.
No, for sure. Like,
it's like,
don't slip into that.
I was at my daughter's cheer one time, and this I was talking to two of my friends, and they're black females, and this other white lady tries to chime in, and she goes, Oh, I voted for a black president.
It's like, no.
Who the fuck did that? We weren't even talking about black presidents. Where did that conversation come in? Stop it. Quit trying to be cool. Stop.
Yeah.
You're worse. You're terrible than a boss.
Listen, and then you have the one that, I'm an ally.
No. I'm an ally. Oh my Jesus Christ.
No.
I didn't know you weren't an ally. I when I see people, I don't go, friend or foe.
I want you, just for the pure fun of it, to walk up someone at work tomorrow and go, friend or foe?
Or foe.
Friend. I'm going to tell you right away. Friend.
No, but that's actually a really good point. Like, this is the boss is trying too hard to relate, and then if you're flirty and you think that's funny, I mean that's a problem. It's like all right, you don't realize how uncomfortable you're making people, right? You make this joke, it's highly inappropriate, it's chauvinistic, it's whatever, and you think it's funny, and people are just like, like walking away because what else they're gonna say, right? But man, I hate that because it's so uncomfortable for the person who's receiving this and this stuff, especially if they're married and they're like you said, giving off single vibes, like they're trying too hard, like. Listen,
especially if you're doing it like in a public like in a public setting, like a Zoom meeting or a Teams meeting, and you crack a joke. They always tell us, right, like you need to read the room. I feel like some bosses don't extend the same courtesy because they're the boss and they just think everybody here is my subordinate or they're part of my team. But you crack a joke, and to your point, Lama, you make it uncomfortable. But you know what you also do is you just shot yourself in the foot, because you know what I think of you now? I don't think you're a great boss.
Right.
I think you're like mid.
Good use of that.
Also, I wonder how you got your job. Like, how did you get
promoted? Oh, yeah.
He was good at telling jokes in the meeting. That's how he got promoted. Ha!
Good thing we were peers whenever I worked with y'all.
Yeah, I think about that. Like, what if I got promoted and it was your boss, right? That would be fun. Be fun.
I know what you going. I wanted Mel to be my boss. I wanted Mel to be my boss. I tried to get her to be my boss.
She still says no.
Well, no, but that's like a thing with me. Like I don't feel like I've reached that level in my career where I'm ready to take on a team. Like that's still a challenge for me. I'm very open about that. I still feel like I am in the sponge era of my professional career. I have a lot to learn. I honestly also prefer to be a mentor at the same level. That gives me gratification, and I don't seek for more. And I know that a lot of people may not be able to relate to that. Like I think in corporate America, we've been so it's been so drilled in our heads that you have to move up and you have to want more and you have to, but like sometimes I just want to do my job and go home. I don't want more. I don't want the next position. I don't want to be this. And that's just me. But also, I'm a new mom and my priorities have shifted, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe a year and a half ago, that may not have been the case. But today, where I stand now, and I know a lot of people will be able to relate to that. Sometimes we don't want to climb the corporate ladder. We just want to do our jobs and go home. It's fine.
Nothing wrong with that, especially if you know that. You know what I mean? Like if you can that's the hardest part for all of us. Like, and I think what you're saying is right. There's a pressure there to be the next level or to get to the next level. And if you're not striving for it, then you sometimes are labeled like, oh, they're not motivated. They're not trying to be the best they can here at this company. And sometimes again, it's hard to say think I'm good right now. I think I am right where I need to be, and there's nothing wrong with it. And I think that's the challenge for HR folks to show these leaders is like there's nothing wrong with someone who just wants to be a high performer in that group, and that's it. And is not aspiring to be the next leader. And you don't, maybe you're grooming them, but they're not having fun with it because it's not them, and it's okay. Like you need subject matter experts. You need people who are proficient in that one task, and let them do that if that's what you can do. Now, again, after some time, the person will evolve and they'll go, "Okay, I think I'm ready." Right?
Right.
Or they may never be ready, but we have that problem in these corporate structures. One, because we keep losing managers, but two, you just want to promote the best worker in that group, and sometimes it's not the best leader, or they don't want to do it. So I think it's a great point.
Yeah,
and then sometimes you have someone that's so amazing they don't see it themselves. Mama Mel.
Yeah, true.
For shizzle.
Actually, can I before we move on to the next topic? But I will say that when we were working together, if anyone was going to be the boss, I thought Mama Mel had the skills because she was very serious about the work itself. Not that I wasn't serious about it, but she was more driven on deadlines and deliverables and tasks than I was. So I was like, well, if I'm going to work for anybody, I mean, she's great and she takes care of business. I think she's ready, right? And I'm being honest. I'm being honest. And there's no ass kissing here because we're not promoting each other. But I'm being honest. It's like it was cool to work with Mel and then just see how task oriented she was. And I was like, I'm not that. And I felt like I was lacking that piece as an individual contributor.
Are you kidding me?
No, but I meant like in the way that you delivered the info. So like I always felt like you had everything ready to go. I got everything ready to go, but I flew by the seat of my pants sometimes.
Not when the BGs melted my computer.
Oh God! And I took over. That was fun.
Oh man, no. But you know what? I think at that point, then I just wasn't ready. I still don't feel like I'm ready. I just prefer to like help and just be like cool, like because I go back to we're peers, and then one of us gets promoted. It's weird, and I don't want to stop being like I don't want to say friends because I use the term friends very loose at work because I don't think anybody at work is your friend. I think they're your friend because it's convenient. And that's a whole episode on its own. But when you're friendly at work and you build these trauma bonds with people, I want to continue sending like Leo Skeppy TikToks with you. And I know that if one of us gets promoted, I'm not going to want to send Leo Skeppy TikToks to you talking shit about their boss because you are the boss. So I'm not going to do that. So again, right, like in my experience, in my situation, I'm okay. Now, if somebody were to say like, Mel, we think you're ready, blah, blah, blah. If somebody were to invest the time to help me in the areas that I feel most challenged in, maybe I would consider it. But again, just speaking for myself right now, I'm cool. I want to talk shit with my peers.
Well, one day you will find... One day, Mama Mel, you will find 3 amazing friends that you can reach out to get that help.
And they're trying to figure out HR with you.
Exactly.
That's 4 friends, but
I can't wait until I meet these amazing people. Hey, I feel like I just went through therapy.
Tell us how wait. And how does that make you feel?
Oh, Jesus.
Human.
Okay, so let's do the cool boss red flags.
Ooh, my favorite.
Let's talk about that.
Ooh, cool boss red flags. I got one.
Okay, go for it.
I'll keep it high level, okay?
Oh,
a
God.
Boss who calls you one day because you're gay to discuss a homosexual cookbook with highly inappropriate ingredient titles.
And how did
because
that make
they want to
you feel?
relate to because they want to relate to you being gay. So they thought that was a cool way to do it.
I don't
Tell
know, man.
me red flags without telling me red flags.
That is like the mother of all red flags.
If I, you know what, if I didn't love my job that I have right now, I'd probably tell you the title of some of those recipes, but they're so inappropriate. I'm not going to mention them on this podcast. But red flag, red flag. And my other one is when you have a boss that finds out you're gay, and the first thing they tell you is, "Oh, I have a son that's gay too," or "I have a daughter that's gay." The first thing I want to sarcastically say is, "Do you think we all know each other?"
Ooh. You know what?
Why share that? That's like when you meet someone and they're like, "Oh, hi, my name's Bill. I'm married. I have 3 kids." You know, "Oh my God, I have a brother that's married too."
His name is Bill.
How weird would it be for you to be like, "Oh, I have a brother that's married," or "Oh, my sister has kids too," just out of the blue, random, no reason, no rhyme.
I'm going to try and rationalize it. Although I think that if you're a boss and you ever do something like that, you need to self-reflect and analyze what you're doing with your life. I definitely think that they may have been trying to open the door for more direct connection. Not me trying to rationalize their shitty behavior. They may have been trying to they were trying to relate by being too relatable, and then it's awkward. We said that already, right? It's awkward. Then you're like, "Oh, I like potato salad too."
But you got to know your audience, Mel, because if it's an employee that's constantly talking about their homosexuality and being a part of LGBT and, you know, gay rights, you know, someone that's advocating for their protected class constantly, I could probably fathom that concept of like doing that, maybe, possibly. But someone that never talks about it at work, and that's the first thing you say to them.
Yeah. It's uncomfortable. It's as the leader, you're uncomfortable in connecting with that person. So you try to find a commonality, but you like royally, you know, fuck it up. Like that's really, really bad. Like, you know, like finding out someone's religion and then all of a sudden you like try to spout out like names of that, you know, of you know, people like, "Hey, St. Peter, Paul, and Mary, haha," you know, like it's like no.
What?
Right. I'm just saying, it's like that. It's like that. That's really bad. It's just we don't read the room as leaders sometimes, and that's the problem. Is you don't understand. Like if they've like, I agree with you, Jake. Like if they've never mentioned it and they've never said anything about it, they've never had discussions during Zoom calls or anything. Why bring it up? Why not just talk about business or work or casually like, "Hey, how's everyone's Friday?" That type of thing. But yeah, I get that. What I don't like my red flag is I don't know, it's the fake rah shit. Like I hate that. Like if you're not a rah person and you never are, don't show up to the Zoom meeting dancing and playing a music and shit. Like don't do that. Like you're not that guy. You're not that guy. And we've worked with you for 3 years and all of a sudden you saw that it was a cool thing to dance on the Zoom call and then you're doing it too. Like, don't do that. Just be yourself. But that's a red flag for me. You're trying too
hard. Servant leaders.
I hate that term. By the way.
I love it.
I love it too. And I'll tell you why I love it.
Leader.
Because I am one.
Yes,
but I like the way you said it a while ago when you've never been a servant leader, nor have you served, nor have you listened. So how are you a servant leader? And so when you were talking about your example, and maybe really don't come here trying to act like a servant leader, and because we all know that you have zero emotional intelligence and self-awareness, that you truly have no empathy, you have no understanding, you don't do any type of servant leadership. So I hate those that are fake servant leaders at past organizations that I've worked with just to try to connect. And servant leadership comes from who you are as a leader. It's supposed to come from the fact that you're able to go out there, and it's like this: the choice between your people getting a raise or you getting a raise. It's that, think of it that simply. That's how simple it can be if you think about it that way. Big Llama, it's either Big Llama gets a $20,000 raise or I get a $20,000 raise. There ain't no splitting. No. Big Llama deserves the $20,000 raise. I'll wait for mine next time. Servant leadership comes from there. When nothing else matters except for taking care of your people, taking care of what is right, and doing what is right. And also being
That's where they forgot the decimal. They forgot the decimal, Big Llama.
Oh,
that's
period.
What it was.
Oh, sorry. You're talking about your 11 cents.
Yeah, it wasn't 0.11. It was 11.00.
It was supposed to be $11.
$11 per paycheck. Look, I got
it was supposed to be $1. It was supposed to be $1.10, and they just put the decimal in the wrong spot.
That's probably what it was.
That's what it was. That's exactly what it was.
And that's a red flag.
Yeah, that's right.
11-cent raises are a red flag. So,
but truly,
you know what's a red flag for me? It's that cool boss that cracks a joke with you, but they crack a joke and it's almost like a backhanded joke.
Oh, compliment.
Yeah, it's a backhanded compliment, or the boss that cracks a joke in front of the entire team, but they're calling somebody out.
Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah.
What about being direct, but using that as your excuse to be rude as a boss?
Ooh, yeah.
Well,
I'm direct.
Being rude.
There's a way, because I'm sure at some point we've all had some leader that's like, yeah, no, I remember when I was an HR coordinator, or I remember when I was an HR assistant, I used to do things. Sometimes I think the intent, I always assume positive intent. I always assume that someone's trying to be helpful, but sometimes when that leader just sucks, it comes off very condescending.
Yeah.
That's a good nugget. I appreciate that.
I love that. Like, you know what? Mama Mel, I'm not mad at you for that decision, because when I was at your level, I would have done the same thing.
Oh, there it is.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Like, you're giving me an escape while you're hanging me at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's bad.
Or my favorite, it's okay. You don't know what you don't know.
Oh God. So that's bad.
What about the person that says everyone's replaceable?
Ooh.
You're just an asshole.
Yeah, that's a dick move right there.
Like, if I ever talk about somebody being replaceable, it's for a reason. But number one, go back to servant leadership. My ass is not saying it in front of public. My ass is probably saying back here to the person who's doing it and acting like they are God. And when you act that way, then I have to say something like, hey, look, man, even I could be gone tomorrow. That's my nice way of saying everybody's replaceable.
Yeah.
I don't have to say you're replaceable, bro. I don't have to say that.
But here's the thing too, like, it's also the type of company you work for. So if your company regularly has layoffs and has, like a culture of, constant turnover like that, and you say that, like, you are just you're stoking the fire and the fear, right? But you're using it as a weapon at that point, like, because people are being tossed left and right. So to come in a meeting and like deliver bad news, be like, you're all replaceable in here, right? Mm-hmm. It's like, first of all, you don't value my skills, but secondly, like, he might do it because there's a culture of that happening in this company. So, oh God, I hate that.
What about, okay, y'all, we've all been through this. Every single one of us have seen this, heard this, dealt with this in some way, shape, or form. It's where you treat retaliation but calls it performance issues.
Ooh. Like you you bring up an issue or a concern that's legit, and then all of a sudden you're a problem child. I hate that's
Correct. No matter what I do, only document the mistakes. Don't document the good things they do, because they could have saved the company $1 million, but you jacked up by costing the company 11 cents.
That hurts. It hurts every time I hear it.
That's gaslighting 101.
I was gonna say gaslighting, like that's not how I remember it. Like that, and that's the boss that I truly want to run away from. That's not how I remember it. Okay, well,
that's the boss I ran away from.
Oh, Jesus.
Thank you for your nugget of information there, Jake.
I don't like chicken nuggets, but you know what? My response to you, Dr. Green, is I've never thought of that way, and now I know why.
But truly,
oh my God,
like you're going through all these things as an employee, as mid-level. We'll call you guys, y'all are at the mid-level, being HR business partners, being HR supervisors of some sort. There's the mid-level, and it's so much more different. And there are moments where I absolutely go, God, I wish I was an HR business partner again, because I got to lead where I needed to. I got to shut up when I needed to. And I built great relationships, which, never stop doing that, whether you're an HR business partner or not. Don't ever stop building relationships, because those are very, very important. Because, comes that time when somebody loses their shit, and you're going to be the one that gets the Snickers candy bar while all the other ones don't. I was trying to find an evil way of saying it, but basically, you're going to be the happy one going home. So, yeah.
Let's do this. Let's bring it around the horn. We're on a tight deadline tonight. Let's do this. We'll go around the horn, and we'll leave it for Jake at the end to bring us home. But like for each of us, what well, again, we always talk about what's our advice from tonight's episode, but also what do employees want? So just going around, what are you guys thinking? Dr. Green?
Gosh. I think every employee wants respect, no matter what position they're in. They want respect, and they want to be able to trust their leaders. But I think due to a lot of psychological safety issues, they have been unable to do that. So whenever they have someone who is genuine, they're extremely what's that word? They're shoved off. They're
defensive?
Not defensive, but they have the wall up. The wall of security is up. And so I think if we work hard as, showing these employees respect, but I think it also goes back to the same level that you're at. If, it's not my job to do that kind of stuff anymore. My job is to train my leaders to be that, so that they can be that. They need to show the respect to their employees. Not everybody gets the golden goose. So you got to remember that it's not always going to be perfect, but at the same time, everybody wants respect. Everybody wants to be cared for, and everyone wants to trust their leader. But you have to remember that there are people who have been through so much crap that it's really hard for them.
All right. Excellent point. Mama Mel?
I don't think that you need to be cool to be a cool leader.
Hold on. What's...
I want to.
Mel blindsided me with a text message.
oh, sorry. Yes,
but it was good though. But no, not in no way. I called y'all mid-levels of HR in HR, and she's like, "Did you just condescend us?" And I'm like, know.
I want everybody to know exactly what my text read. It read, "Bitch, did you just condescend us? Mid-level?" Exactly.
Set the PhD. Fucking.
No, mine was all said with true servant leadership, positive intent. Just want to make sure I say that.
Mama Mel, before you were rudely interrupted.
I have the floor. Sit down. I have the floor.
She reclaimed your time.
Me.
I texted everybody.
Whatever.
I think you don't have to be a cool leader to be a good leader. A good leader cheers their people on, recognizes their challenges, and as much as I hate to use this phrase, gets in the trenches with them. You lead by example. If we know we're not supposed to park in the visitor parking spot, don't park in the visitor parking spot because you're not supposed to do that, and you lead by example. Also, you can get personal with your employees, but you don't. I am a strong believer that you don't have to blur the line of friendship. I am still your leader. I am still your manager, your director, your supervisor, your VP or whatever. But that doesn't. Please don't let that turn you into an arrogant person who loses touch with why they're there, who loses touch with whom really holds the power in your organization. It's not you, homie. It's the kids below you. That's who holds the power. It all takes is one bad survey. One bad survey.
That's true. That's true.
Also, cool leaders don't wear sneakers with suits.
That's true.
Says the guy who just got done talking about how he wears sneakers with his suit.
I'm sure they're like very cool shoes.
Yeah, they actually look somewhat like work shoes.
I don't care if they look good. I care if they feel good when I'm running all over the place. Just saying.
I got Hey Dudes. Anyway.
Ooh, I love me some Hey Dudes though.
Love Hey Dudes.
My point to tonight, first of all, what employees want is obviously, I think some of you guys said it, just someone who's genuine, someone who does care, and is themselves. Like I'm all for like learning, like new leadership styles or techniques and things that you can to be more effective. But that's you, like that's working on you. I hate when you come back from a conference or something, and all of a sudden I want to try this new thing. I'm gonna say good morning to everyone every day. Like you don't do that. That's not you. Just be you, right? And if you're an asshole, then do some self-assessment, right? Like if people don't like you, people shut up when you walk in the room. There's a problem, right? If people don't come to you, there's, you get a bunch of surveys with nasty information in it. You're not an effective leader because they're not telling you about it. They're telling somebody else about it. So be yourself, be aware of those folks. And again, just be a good person. Just, remember, we're all the same. We're all the same, no matter the position, right? We all have a job to do. We're all getting paid. We're all just trying to, feed the families and take care of the things that we like to do. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. And before I hand it to Jake to, shut us down for the night, shout out to these two employees who are now listening to the podcast. I can't use their real names. So Tina and Alyssa, hope you guys enjoyed the podcast tonight. That's actually that's the name that they text me that they will go by when we're referring to them in the podcast. I said, okay.
What's the real names?
Well, I'm already friends with Tina. I like that name. I like Tina.
What was the other one? Alyssa?
Do I like Tina?
Alyssa.
Milano?
No.
Alyssa Milano.
I'm going to tell her that tomorrow. Like, your new name is Alyssa Milano. Anyway,
well, thank you for listening. No, really, truly appreciate it. We love it when we get people who listen to our comedic, dumb things that we say about PhD Dr. Green. Just saying.
You were a good sport tonight, sir. All right, Jake, take us home. Jake, what you got for closing thoughts and closing us out?
So, I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to what employees are looking for. I think it really depends on the person's personality. Like, what do they want from their boss? at the end of the day, there can be a foundation that we have to take care of all of our employees, which me personally, I think it's fair and consistency. You want to treat everyone the same, and you want to be consistent in how you respect people and how you hold people accountable in your communication. I mean, obviously, it goes along without saying that you have to be empathetic, treat them like humans, not numbers. You have to make sure that you're balancing that fiduciary obligation to the company with making sure you're taking care of the employees as much as within your power. But fair and consistency is the biggest thing that comes to mind when anyone asks me, like, how can I be a better boss? Because if you're not a nice person, I can't teach you to be a nice person in a very short window. But what I can tell you is if you're fair and consistent, you'll have less issues on your team.
Agreed.
So those are my words of wisdom, my parting punches. And what I will say, until your creepy boss tries to relate to you again, until we call you into the office next time, thank you for joining us tonight.
Bye.
Toodaloo.
Well, that's another episode of the Four Friends Trying to Figure Out HR. We didn't solve anything, but hey, at least we tried.
And by tried, we mean we laughed, we overshared, and we probably violated some HR guidelines ourselves.
But remember, this podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Don't take our advice. Seriously, don't.
And if your HR manager asks, you've never heard of us or this podcast.